7 Ways to Become an Unpredictable Leader. Throughout history, the leaders who shook nations and transformed generations were never ordinary nor easily defined. They carried an air of mystery, a rhythm that was not dictated by public opinion or the predictable cycles of men. From kings and prophets to presidents and revolutionaries, great leaders understood that unpredictability is not instability, it is strategy. It is the art of being anchored in principle yet flexible in execution, leaving both allies and adversaries uncertain of the next move. Here are 7 timeless ways that history's greatest leaders became unpredictable while still remaining effective and inspiring. 1. Stay rooted in God, not trends. King David rose from shepherd boy to monarch, not because he followed the political winds, but because he sought divine counsel. His unpredictability lay in his intimacy with God. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln confessed, "I am a man of faith. I have been driven many times to my knees with the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go." A leader who draws from heaven cannot be anticipated by men who only read the times. 2. Master the art of timing. History remembers leaders not just for what they did, but for when they did it. Sun Tzu in The Art of War declared, "The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent." Julius Caesar knew when to march, Napoleon when to strike, and Nelson Mandela when to wait. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "To everything there is a season." The leader who controls timing controls the narrative. 3. Guard your emotions. To be unpredictable, a leader must master the battlefield of the heart. Alexander the Great wept over the vastness of the world, but never exposed weakness before his enemies. Proverbs 16:32 teaches, "He that ruleth his spirit is mightier than he that taketh a city." As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "If you lose your temper, you've lost the battle." The leader who commands emotions becomes a fortress no enemy can penetrate. 4. Balance consistency with surprise. Great leaders stand firm in principle, but remain fluid in tactics. Jesus Christ healed the blind with a word in one moment and with mud in another, consistent in compassion, yet varied in method. Winston Churchill declared, "To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often." A predictable leader is soon irrelevant. A principled yet surprising leader endures. 5. Use discernment in relationships. Even the noblest leaders faced betrayal. Jesus chose 12 but confided most deeply in 3. Nelson Mandela observed, "You must keep your friends close, and your rivals even closer." A discerning leader does not reveal everything to everyone. Discernment preserves vision, and vision fuels longevity. 6. Speak with wisdom, not noise. Abraham Lincoln advised, "Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt." Similarly, Queen Elizabeth I, known for her sharp restraint, once said, "I have the heart and stomach of a king." Her words were few, but when spoken, they reverberated across nations. Unpredictable leaders speak less, but their words strike deeper. 7. Redefine leadership as service. History expects leaders to dominate, but the greatest confound expectations by serving. Mahatma Gandhi declared, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Jesus affirmed, "The greatest among you will be your servant." Matthew 23:11. When a leader lowers themselves to lift others, they break the mold of worldly power and step into divine authority. The unpredictable leader is not reckless but strategic, not erratic but wise. Anchored in God, cloaked in humility, and sharpened by discernment, such leaders remain a riddle to their enemies and a beacon to their people. History will always remember them not for being ordinary, but for being uncontainable. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable videos.